Hello, this is... the lighting. Sorry, this is the spotlight. Well, I say spotlight, this is the giant torch I had to have on during the live stream because my webcam is terrible. Sorry, let me just kill that. Can I kill that? Hang on. There we go. The size of this thing. This is my hand. Look how big this thing is. That's what I needed. Okay, so I'm back home and yeah, just oh look, it's Grimlock. I'll do a review of him, I don't know, tomorrow, day after, something like that. But I'll do it at some point, but you know. Put him down there out of the way. Hooray! Video 202. Right, okay. Phew. Back on track. Get on to the subject. What have I done? What have I done? Yes. KO Masterpiece Tracks. So I had to pause for a minute. I thought someone was, slowly choking to death outside my window. That's fun. So as I'm sure it's standard at this point, the boxes are just straight knockoffs. Just straight out and out knockoffs. And they're reasonably good quality, feel quite nice, whatever. Look, there are other figures, so you can see the scale. Yay! Prowl's a bit of a shorty, isn't he? I was going to say something worse than that then, but no, shorty will do. And, yeah, stuff, things. Alright. There's the figure. Now, I have put in the wing mirrors. They actually come separate pieces on a sprue. You just clip them off and put them in. I'm not sure if they've gone in all the way they're supposed to, but whatever. And in there you can see his gun, which is one of his 4 accessories. Just put it to one side and we'll open the box, okay? Box. So let's go over the things I'm not taking out of the box. There's some guy who's apparently called Raoul. And he's basically a car thief with a heart of gold that Trax befriended at some point. Okay. And there's Blaster, who apparently you can fit in there where the gun is. But the gun is about the only thing you're ever going to want. So I haven't bothered. There's this piece, which I might take out, I might not. But something else that they really didn't need to do. There's a stand. There's an actual, flying base stand. That, again, I've never taken out of the box. But he's got a stand. Which, as far as I can tell, you can use in both robot and vehicle mode, but fine. Instructions, did I have to take that? I think I checked one little bit because it was awkward. But other than that, there you go. You guys have seen me live transform a Masterpiece. Ironhide, come on, I did that. I did that on air, live. Don't give me this. Okay, so Trax. He is, hang on, look at the box again. A Chevrolet Corvette Stingray C3. Obviously. Cars are cars. I thought Corvette and Chevrolet were two different things. Silly me. I'm not American, come on. But that is beautiful though, isn't it? Let's be honest, that is really nice. Just look at that. There's one thing I'm not a huge fan of, and that's the fact that this bonnet, it hinges. There's a double hinge system at the back here. And if you don't get it ever so just, the top of the bonnet, the front, or the hood, Americans might call it, that just springs up. That's a bit annoying. But other than that, that's fine. Absolutely fine. You can, see the head, which is a little bit weird, but, Look, it's got brake lights, yay! No number though, no license plate. And it's slightly let down by all the stuff underneath, but you can't really see a robot mode in there, so... And... Rolls, I don't think any of this is going to scratch. I think there's just about enough ground clearance. Which, is quite novel for these things. Comparisons. So we got Reveal the Shield Tracks, which is monstrously large in comparison. I mean, it's not quite as long, but look at the size of it. And because I've already done him, Masterpiece Heart Rod, who again is huge. So basically, he's tiny. He's a teeny, tiny, dinky little fella. Okay, so should we do flight mode? I reckon we do flight mode. I say flight mode. And the little nose gun, basically, this little gap in the front where you'd have your front license plate, basically it just wedges in there and it gives them the little nose gun. But I really can't be bothered taking that tiny little bit out of the box and risk losing it just to do that. So I'm not going to. So first thing first, we get hold of this whole back section by the back wheel, not reel arch, and wriggle it loose. There we go. And this is all attached to these, so you gotta sort of bring these down and try and rotate them. Now, I don't know if they only want to rotate one way or if they're just really stiff, but I'm gonna try and turn it that way. So it's out the way. Good. Right. Okay. Just about. Maybe. Stiff. Right. Okay. I'll turn this one the same way. Okay. So now they're out to the sides. Good. Yes. Yes. He's good. He's good. Yes. Now, if you've ever seen this mode, these bits have got to go along the sides, and this is the most complicated, fiddly part of the whole transformation. We get these and wriggle them out on that hinge there. So, out on that hinge there, you've got to get these white pieces around the doors, effectively. So you got them out to there. You're like, okay, now we'll just straighten these up. Turn that big tab has got to go into that slot there. Big tab there, slot there. We'll turn it and just shove it in. No, it's not that easy. Basically, these are sliders, so you can slide these sort of hinge pieces out. So you slide them out as far as they go, which reveals that little hinge in there. See that? Then you hinge it down on that hinge, then straighten out, and then peg it in. The reason for why I shall explain when we get to it, but that's what you've got to do. And it's a little bit awkward, so we'll straighten this one up. Wriggle this out on the inner hinge down, straighten it up. Turn that around, peg it into the side. Now, the reason you do that is when you bring these wheel arch parts back down, they originally, because when the wheels were up, they wouldn't go on because the wheels were in the way. They'd catch about there and they wouldn't go anywhere. It's unfortunate. But we don't want to just shove this back yet because inside there are, can you see 4 little white bits in there? These 2 at the sides are tail fins, and inside are sort of shoulder rocket things. So I'm going to try and fold these down a bit. No, we'll do it the easy way. But first we're going to push these little fins so they stick out a little bit. Then we can just pull them straight on top. For this bit, the easiest way to do it is just rotate this whole, the backlights and stuff, this whole piece here, just turn this. See, I'm not like other channels. I can't just go, well, my camera's really good, you can see what's going on. I've actually got to try and explain it to you. So it gets about there. We'll shove this together, just close it down, close it up, it all pegs in basically back where it was. See how the wheels are in the thing and not hitting course? Awesome. Fold the wings up. They've got these little nubbins sticking out, which is supposed to just sit against this assembly. So that's how you know you've got them right. And these, as far as I can tell, you basically just turn so they're pointing forward slightly. That's about all you do with them. And apart from the tiny little nose gun, which doesn't really matter, that's the flight mode. And there's a hole there which the stand would plug into. Which, I'm not playing with the stand, I can't be bothered. Yeah. He does really look like just some kind of strange, unused mask design, doesn't he, to be fair? I mean, it's neat. It's definitely neat. Reveal the shield version. It's 9-day, really, isn't it? Because this was completely just an afterthought. It's like, well, we've got to do it for the robot mode, because that's what he looks like. So if we do this and this, we might get another mode. Yay! But there's been effort put into it, because a couple of the hinges used to do this aren't used for anything else. So they've specifically done it so you can do this mode. Like these bits. They're not for anything else. They've done it just for this. And I respect them for that. I mean, well done, guys. I know it was in the cartoon. I'm not sure why it was in the cartoon, but it was. And you went for it. I'll give you that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Let's just get rid of that. Now, oh dear. One thing I did forget to show is you can actually open it up, and he has got an engine and stuff in there. That's quite cool. I'm just saying, it's there. And again, because those hinges have gone in now, this is the issue with that not quite going down flush. You've got to sort of wriggle that hinge up slightly, and then it goes flush. Hooray! So should we go on with the robot mode? Yeah, why not? So we'll shove those flat, because we're never going to use those again, at least in this review. We'll pop these loose, stick them out to the side for now. Out of the way. Good. Good. Yes, let the evil flow through you. Anyway, sorry, don't know where that came from. So we're going to try and twist this all the way up to the top here, out of the way. Just stay there, out of the way. I'm going to wriggle this piece loose again. And might as well turn it around now while we've got the chance. Out of the way. Bring these back up on the hinge, because this hinge is never used again. It's only in there for that alternate mode. That's it. That's all it's for. Bring it there and twist them up. Which is a bit loose, but yeah, it's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine. Now we're going to bring this piece loose and bring it up. We might as well pop the gun out while we're at it. You can leave it on, but for the argument's sake. And we're going to get to about there somewhere, you know, as far as we can get it forward, and try and flip out the head. There we go. And while we're at it, we're going to push this panel through, flip it over. There's the Autobots insignia. Yay! Now there are a little tab there, and one on this side as well. They go to slot and slot. So we'll bring them up. We'll get the wings out of the way for a minute. That one's in there. Is that one going in there? Come on. There we go. They're in place. Good. Try and get this out of the way for me. It's just wrestling with this bit is the hardest part of the transformation. They've popped loose. Step. Yeah, wrestling with this back piece is the hardest part of the transformation. Right, we want the door parts, which we fold out. Get this in the way again. Then you actually fold the door piece out. It's on a hinge at the bottom there, so it goes out. Fold it round, and there are little nubbins there where these little outcrops here peg in. I know I can't really show you, but it is a bit of a mangled mess. So we'll fold that up and tab it in. Okay. Now we can get this out of the way. There's a tab there, little groove there, and on the other side, there, little groove. Now I've seen so many people's reviews, I'm not sure if I've got a good one or what. You've got to sort of force these bits around them. And people go, there, look, but mine's solid. And to make it worse, you can actually push them in and they'll peg in slightly. So I'm assuming I got a good one, alright? That's all I can say, I don't know. Popping those shoulder bits back in again. bring that down so it's sort of like flattish, and then rotate these things out on. Got a hinge, and then another hinge, and there's a ball joint in the actual weirdo missile thing. So you get into about there. The wings just sort of adjust to your liking. They're going to get in the way slightly, but whatever. Might as well do the arms while we're here. So you flip this panel forward, rotate it that way, and it's really neat because now you've rotated it that way, this whole thing will go into that gap, and as you push it around, it goes into that gap, it rotates the fist out, and now it's filled it all, and you got a fist. Yay! So that's quite neat. That's really neat. So hold open, rotate so it's flat, and push it in. Yay! Now rotate the waist. Okay. Now this bit I actually was transforming wrong for a couple of days, and I have since corrected myself. So bring this whole bonnet bit down on a double hinge so it goes to like there somewhere, and then we've got to split the whole thing. There we go. You got to sort of wriggle, 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 wriggle. And it'll all pop. Yay! Bring out this side piece, which will also bring with it this. Bring that out and sort of fold it around. And this is on a double hinge system in there, that grey bit. So you can double hinge it out. See that? Now this is the foot, obviously. And you rotate this bit around. And there's this bit. This bit I didn't realise you had to do. I'm not sure exactly when you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to bring it down. I don't know if you're supposed to play with this first. This is the complicated bit. I haven't quite got the hang of this yet. So bring this bit. You've got to sort of angle it slightly and then rotate it, because otherwise it'll get in the way. I don't know if while you're doing that, you're then supposed to turn this, then bring it down and put it over the top. That seems to work. And I think there is a little tab that goes into the bottom of this piece. It's a little difficult to see all of it because it's so tight and flush together. So you rotate this round and it will drop into a little slot there. And that is one of the legs. Pardon me. Let's try and do that a bit more so you can see it. So you rotate this bit around, bring the foot up and into place. Now what I was doing was I was just doing that, and it goes into this little groove there that you can see. Go in there, and I've been bringing this around and just sort of sitting it on top, and there you go, that's done. But that's not the case, because there's this bit you've got to do. I was kind of wondering why his ankles were so gappy, but you need to rotate this, which it doesn't want to do when that's in place. So it's all very finicky. So pop the side piece loose, rotate this down. Alright, okay, so that's the little nudge. That right there, that little lump, that goes to the back of this. Can we see? Yeah, just there. See that little nudge? Nudge, nudge, dimple, whatever. Around it all sort of. There you go, sits together. Awesome. And then we have tracks in roll-up mode. Let me just bring this up slightly. There we go. That's pretty neat, isn't it? Wow, this video is nearly 20 minutes long. Ugh, sorry about that, kids. But no, he's really cool, yeah? I've had to tighten a couple of joints with floor polish. Just because, like, this head joint, it'll keep sinking in. So I've had to tighten that. It's still not great, but it's better. Just did a couple of little things, nothing major. I think I did like one of the swivels here or something. That's about it. But yeah, I mean, it's got a weird shoulder joint. It'll still go forward and stuff, but because of the tyre, the wing and the tyre, I think you can do a awesome karate chop action. Anyway. But no, he's awesome. He's a little bit gappy from the back, but that peg hole is still there. You can still use the stand. You could possibly peg it into the bum, actually, if you really wanted to. But no, he's awesome. He's got all this, and front skirt will fold up so his legs can go all the way forward. You could make your own little chairs and sit him in it, and he can have a nice little tea party and call himself Mrs. Nesbit. Bonus points if you get the reference. It shouldn't be a difficult one. But no, he's cool. And you got the gun, which, you know, for vehicle mode, it sort of pegs into one of those, pointing down. But if you want to store it in robot mode, I prefer to put it up, because then you can't see it in the, you know, you can't see it. It's not hanging down here somewhere between his legs, which would be a bit rude. You can take that, and my stomach's just gurgled. Hopefully you guys couldn't hear that. Doing this before I go to work. Yay! Close up. Close up. Ah, there we go. And it just fits in the hand just like every other masterpiece. There's tabs on the gun that fit into a little groove in the back. Then you close it up. Same as everyone else. And there he is. I mean, considering this is a guy who wasn't that used in the series, he's a beautiful looking thing, and to have him so G1 accurate, the masterpieces, they do blow me away. I know I had this like, no, they're too expensive, no, I'm not having those, they're silly. No Transformer should be that expensive, you know, unless it's a massive combiner. There's no way. And then I found them cheap, so I'm like, ooh, actually. Cheap is always my answer, children. Oh dear, cheap is always the answer. Sorry about that, I was going to cough. Ugh, dear. Yeah, anyway. Curse of, what's called, reviewing things every time I start. So, reveal the shield, and hot rod, there we go. So, I don't know, he's a reasonable size. He's definitely Voyager scale. Have I got a Voyager lying around? Yes I have. Carrier bag. Time to return Megatron. Go over there. So he's roughly Voyager-ish. Roughly, he's a smidge shorter, but whatever. So yeah, it's cool. It's good. There you go. Yeah, that's about me. I'm good. This video's going on way too long. Just thought I'd throw out another quick little thank you to everyone who made it to the live stream. If anyone wants to go on like eBay or something, or Amazon, make sure it's the UK version, and find a, you know, like £10-15, or whatever your translation of that money is, webcam. That would do nicely for these if I have to do it, well, when I choose to do a live stream again, because it was actually quite fun when people turned up. If anyone wants to do that, let me know, put comments, links, Instagram me, same name. I've got at least 2 of you on there so far. So yeah, if anyone wants to do that, fantastic, and yeah, I shall hope to see you all soon. Not like physically, because you don't want to scream running from my face, but maybe I'll just be in the bushes with binoculars or something. Anyway, so I should be wretched, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Bye!